Afternoon, welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Mark and I'm going to take you for a tour around our 2005 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 8. Starting at the front of the car, you'll notice all down through the grille, all vented, and the bonnet as well, vented bonnet. All the reasoning for that I'll run through when we do speak about what's underneath that bonnet shortly. As you can see right round the Evo, you've got the full body kit. Factory alloy wheels, 17-inch, and you've got the colour-coded calipers. Running down the side of this car, and it's evidence of the previous owner, which we'll speak about a little bit later. The Juco's in beautiful order. A few really minor blemishes, which are always going to show up in a black car, but overall, for a 2005 model motor car, outstanding order. It's got the larger sports exhaust, of course, and the high-rise spoiler on the boot. Once again, rear bumper, everything around the rear of the car is spot on Juco-wise. And as we come down the left-hand side of the car, the evidence once again of how it's been maintained just stands out the same way as the other side. Unmarked coming down the car. The alloy wheels are unscuffed, and that's right round the car, which is a really good sign. All the tyres are new on the car. So overall, from an outside condition, this car in really good order. Super attractive looking motor car. Moving under the bonnet of the car now, we start to get a little bit more excited about what we're actually looking at here. Lightweight bonnet, as I mentioned earlier, vented the bonnet. Main reason for that being is we're looking at a 2-litre double overhead cam intercooled turbo motor. This particular motor pushes out 195 kilowatts of power, 355 newton meters of torque. You'll notice just up on the back of the engine bay, the strut brace running across the engine bay, because what we're looking at here, we're looking at a super performance car in a small car. The economy still gives you 10.9 litres combined per 100 k's, so you know, for the performance you've got sitting under the bonnet there, you're still getting the economy as well. Just moving back around to the boot area now, with the Lancer, just the release inside the door down by the driver's foot, just lift the bonnet up, and once again, even though nice small car, compact car, you've got plenty of boot space, you know, plenty of storage room in there. Spare wheel down in here, space saver wheel, never been on the car, that's actually a brand new tyre. When we just pop the boot lid back down, we just move back to the exhaust. Now, one thing to note with the exhaust, it was added after the car was produced. It is an aftermarket exhaust. Obviously, previous owner just wanted it to have that little bit better note, which I'll actually give you an example of now. As we move into the interior of the Evo, just a few things to run through. As normal, power window switches just on your armrest. Up on your top section, here's your controls for your outer mirrors left and right. This button that you see here is active center diff control. Basically enhances your acceleration and stability based on road conditions and driving. Into the steering wheel, leather wrapped sports steering wheel, is adjustable in height of course, just to set yourself up in full race mode. The seats that I'm sitting in here are also Recaro sports seats, so they're actually designed to be with this particular car, because it is everything about this car's sports and performance. Moving into the centre console section, the previous owner has actually put an upgraded CD player in, as Kenwood CD being one of the top of the range. All your heating and cooling controls directly below. Then we move down into the gear stick. Once again, the gear stick and the handbrake, all leather wrapped. Really straightforward little suspension. The way it's actually designed and set up is just for pure performance. The only other thing you will note, you just have your little auto or manual sprayer, which is basically just your water spray switch for your intercooler. Handbrake next to it on your right. Just looking at the interior as well, give you a really good idea of the quality of these sports seats, the Recaro seats, beautifully moulded. When you actually do sit into the car, like I am in the driver's seat, you're actually moulded right into your seating position. All your carpets on the floor of this car are all in really good order. You know, for the age of the car, it's an 8-year-old car. Condition-wise, having only done 80,000 kilometres, is just in really good order. To give you an idea of why the car presents like this, we only have to actually go to the service books. When I first picked this car up and bought it here, number one, really impressed with the way it drove, but then when I started actually going through the service books from brand new, the servicing's actually been done at even smaller intervals than what was required. The servicing, as I say, just every single stamp in the book, most of the servicing done at Tech Sport in Bayswater, so people that really know what they're looking at. And as I say, stamped all the way through. And then of course, when it came into our possession, it also gets its intermediate service once again. So it's actually a testament to the previous owner, the way this car's been looked after. And you know, when we look at the exterior of the car and then sit here in the interior, it's no surprise. It's just it ticks the box on every level, this car. Once again, just to recap, thanks for having a look at the video of the Evo 8. 2-litre double overhead cam, intercooled turbo motor, 195 kilowatts, super performance motor car. If you've got any further questions about this car, feel free to give us a call, 9907 0555. Won't find a nicer example of this particular motor car.